It is the early morning of April 27th, 1942, and the war in the Pacific rages on. Allied Naval Command continues to press the attack at Tarawa, even as their strength weakens around Port Moresby. Task Force 17 avoided disaster as they struggled to locate enemy ships in a surface engagement. Despite all the trouble, Task Force 17 did manage to sink a Japanese light carrier. Task Force 22 continues to provide air coverage for Allied troops on Tarawa. The U.S. government is also hard at work at getting enough resources to add a second fleet carrier and escort to the theater. The air power is desperately needed in and around the Solomons. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our War on the Sea campaign here inside the Pacific Theater mod. Apologies for getting the video out a day late. Did not have a whole lot of time this past week to record or edit, but hopefully this should be coming out Saturday, the 10th in May, so hopefully we get caught back up and moving again. With that said, it's been a while. Don't quite remember exactly what all we have done recently. What I do remember is Tarawa remains our primary focus. Task Force 77 is moving away, 71 is moving away, and 22 is maintaining position in case we spot anything in this area. Task Force 7, we have added a Paul Jones, this is a Clemson and Wicks class destroyer escort for its sonar. Added to Task Force 7, we are going to continue moving stuff down towards Wake. We still have 40 command points. We should be getting, I think, 70 back from Renown, which we are not going to use to bring her back. Renown has been ordered back to the UK for missions there, so we won't see her for a while. I don't remember if we have anything in here that we just fought at the end of the last episode, but we'll keep an eye out in case Thresher picks anything up. With all that said, we're just going to go ahead and get moving here and hope that we can take Tarawa this episode. Alright, good bit of time has passed, and it looks like we have contact with Thresher here. 10 ships moving medium speed, 1 battleship, 1 heavy cruiser. I'm going to assume by the medium speed, that means there are some supply ships in this convoy, and those will probably be the primary target. Let's take a look. Alright, we are in, taking a look around. I don't quite see anything yet. They were to our northeast, so I guess we'll keep an eye out that direction for the time being. There we go. We've spotted them. They are actually behind us, which is interesting. Taking a look, I think that destroyer is the front. We've got a destroyer. There's a light cruiser just right there. Might be hard to see. Heavy cruiser, destroyer. That looks like a supply ship right there. Another supply ship, light cruiser. And I think that those planes just confirmed it, but that looks like a flat top and then another supply ship there. It looks like there's something right there too. I can see the shadow of it. I'm gonna assume that is a... Well, that's not what I meant to do. Periscope depth. I'm going to assume that last ship in the line is another destroyer. So we're gonna try and get in position here. These planes I can't be worried about. It is really weird that they fly over top of you, but I don't think they actually see you. We're going to fast forward and just try to get over here and line up a shot. Alright, taking a look at this convoy. Figured since we picked them up, we could take a look. It does have the heavy cruiser, some supply ships, and our good pal here. This looks awfully familiar. I wonder if they've already repaired this ship. I forget what it was called. Let's take a look at the CVLs and see if we can find it. I think it was this one. No. Yes, this is it. the Juho class. Looks pretty similar. I'm gonna guess this is the same one. So somehow either this is the second one in the class or this thing's repaired already. I'm not sure, but alright, we're getting up into about the 82. Drop to 78 there. Next time it gets to 82, I think we're going to fire. Oh, I guess it just did and I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Alright, we have fired 6 torpedoes on a 3-degree spread. 6 torpedoes, 3-degree spread. They have their angle here. We're going to go ahead and start booking it this way. We're going to hit max speed, drop to about 150. And hopefully these torpedoes hit their mark. Alright, we've got some torpedoes racing in. Probably could have spread them out a little farther. It looks like we're going to catch ship 5 here with at least 1, maybe 2 torpedoes. And then hopefully the rest will slip through. And we catch a dud. We do catch that tail end. And I don't think this carrier has enough time really to react. I mean, it can get a little turn in, but... And it looks like all 4 torpedoes are going to run aft of the target. We missed our strike. We're definitely not hitting ship 10. Now our only hope is 1 torpedo is enough for this little merchant vessel. We're going to watch ship 5 burn up for a minute and probably get out of here. Alright, report is in. Ship 5 is sinking. Had some good secondary explosions. The fire continued to spread. As for Thresher, it looks like she will make her escape once again. And there's a magazine explosion in the distance. That was nice. Really up in flames now. But ship 7, ship 10 are moving in the wrong direction, so I think we have given them enough time. We are going to get out of here. Take a look. Sunk 1, 7,000 tons, 1 command point gain. Missed the Taiyo, and we launched 6 torpedoes, which is not good. We do know they are about there. And Milne Bay does have almost all of its air wing back. And we have decent defenses. We are running low on engineering and fuel, and unfortunately, I have no way to transfer any of it from Port Moresby over. We don't have any type of vessel that could do that. So we are running out of planes down here. We need to really get done with this fight down here in Tarawa so we can continue protecting Milne Bay. But when we pick them back up, we are going to hit them with some planes, that is for sure. My idea is these have 632 nautical miles worth of endurance. We are going to go ahead and launch them now, get them in the air, and then by the time they are picked back up, we can launch the Beauforts and the 2 Kitty Hawks. And we can hit with our full strength. And there they are. So this is perfect. New air. Kitty Hawks are ready. And that also means we can get the Beauforts up. So this is our full strength that we have. And we're going to make a desperate attempt. Beauforts are so slow. But we will make a desperate attempt to get these guys. Beaufighters make contact. We know, even though there's no planes up, we know that they are going to have planes. So we have to strike pretty quickly here. And let's go ahead. We need to get these Beauforts moving as quickly as we can. And we need to pick these ships up. There they are. We are going to go ahead, drop to the deck. with our bow fighters. Bring them over this way. We're going to bring our Kitty Hawks over this way. Drop them down a little ways as well. And we're going to drop the bow forts. What did we just pick up? Ship again. Okay, no planes yet. Let's see. Pick out some targets. Ship 2, ship 6. Is that it? Do they only... We're missing one over here, aren't we? Or is that it? They only had 3 convoy ships? Alright, well, ship 2 and ship 6 are what we will go after. So I will hold the Kitty Hawks back for a minute while we wait for the bow forts. They might not get here in time. Where are they going? I must not have told them where to go. Get them moving up this way. We probably can't wait for the bow forts. So what we're going to do, we're going to break one bow fort off. 2 of them are going to go for ship 6 here. We will command those 2. The last one will go for ship 2. Get these guys moving at their top speed. Alright, so the singular one will go after ship 2. We will take command of these 2 and go for ship 6. Echelon right, and then we will follow up with the Kitty Hawks. We will try to hit both. Torpedoes away. Let's see if we can't get out of here. Those look good. No, we dropped them too late again. We lose 1. That's okay. Those torpedoes might still do something. We are coming in on ship 6. Big explosion from the Kitty Hawks. We are going to go ahead and form them back up and go after ship 2. Let's hit it one more time. I don't think we started any more fires. That is okay. Let's go ahead and get out. Bring our bow fighter back around. We're just going to circle. Those torpedoes have a chance to still do something. Let's see, our bow forts are still moving in. They must not have any air, which is good. They are carrying stuff, which is also good. So these fires are going to be a lot harder to put out. And it looks like ship 3, Taiyo, is just barely going to avoid these torpedoes. But both these fires should continue to burn. The Taiyo straightened out. We still have a chance for these torpedoes to hit because it stopped turning. This torpedo may still hit. Or just run right in front. Wow. So lucky. So lucky. Alright, ship 2 has put out its fire, so we will definitely be going for her again. Let's wait and see what ship 6 does. Alright, we are making another run with the Kitty Hawks on ship 2. They are pretty undefended, and I think we can get both of these guys in turn before we go over the light cruiser or the destroyer. I would like to approach from a different way, but this is probably our best bet. Let's see if we can do some good damage here. Just catch the ship back on fire. To get a minor explosion. And a fire has broken out. We are going to take a little bit of fire from that destroyer and light cruiser, but I think we're going to get out just okay. Alright, just because we can, ship 2 is practically begging to be torpedoed at this moment. We're going to go ahead, send the Beauforts in on this torpedo run real quick. She is burning, but I don't think we quite inflicted enough damage to burn her up completely, and then we will try to get them out. Might do a strafe run on ship 6 and just sacrifice the Beauforts. Hopefully the AI can be better than me and actually hit a target with their torpedoes. That would be a good change of scenery. These runs look good. Let's see. When are they going to drop? Dropped pretty good. We're going to go ahead. We're going to... Yep, Ship 6 just got rid of its fire, so this is going to be perfect. We need to take out Ship 2. This should... Having only one transport ship should get them to turn around. I think that front torpedo is going to miss, but we're definitely hitting with this one. Let's see how we do on this strafe run. One hit. Beauforts are going for it. Clearly not the best option for that at all. Let's go ahead. We're just going to get this guy out of here. No fire started, but Ship 2 does take another torpedo. Alright, report is in. Ship 2 is going down. We are going to go ahead and leave with that. One transport vessel will not take Milne Bay. It could have troops, it could have supplies, but either way it doesn't have the other unless those ships are carrying it. And if they are, good for the Japanese, but I don't believe that they will continue towards Milne Bay. And it looks like I am correct. They are slipping away. Yep, there they go. Alright, and we have gotten our 39 command points. That gives us 151. We have done a good job of saving them. So we are going to reward ourselves. We can't do any light carriers still. The Bogue, the first one we'll get, is not available until July of this year. Yep. And then Independence, not until next year. We are way off from, I think, the rest of them. Yeah, we only have 3. So we are going to get another fleet carrier. I am fairly certain that the rest of these, I know the Yorktown classes are pretty similar. Yeah, I mean they carry the same the same complement. So I'm going to look a little more into weapons and things like that, and we are going to figure out what the best carrier is. Either that, or I'm just going to decide which one I want to use. So I will be back in a minute when we have a new carrier task group ready to go. I have decided to go with Task Force 13. Went ahead and got a Yorktown class aircraft carrier. We went with USS Hornet and her 37 Wildcats, 37 SBD-3 Dauntlesses, and 16 TBF Avenger torpedo bombers. We also went ahead and got 3 Mahon class destroyers and a little V-class British destroyer Vampire to help out with the task force. It gave us a perfect round out of 151 points. So Task Force 13 will head straight for the Solomons, and we will have a new carrier in the area. Now, you may be thinking that our task force seems a little light on firepower. I mean, just 4 destroyers to escort her. Task Force 72 also only has 4, or 22 also only has 4 destroyers, but has the 2 light cruisers. We are going to send Salt Lake City and Jupiter back home for repairs, and I do not trust just Birmingham, Hobart, and Enterprise at all to do any type of protecting job. So those 3 will eventually join up with Task Force 13, and eventually when we have more resources, we will Probably upgrade her escort and get 2 American light cruisers in. Might keep it the same as 22. Might go a little bit bigger on the light cruisers, but we will see. Encounter with Task Force 22, some planes. Let's take a look. We went ahead and had our Wildcats up. This should be quick and easy. Maybe not. 20 zeros. These could be carrier based. Now, hopefully, our Wildcats can handle 20 zeros. They have bombs. I don't know if the AI will drop the bombs to dogfight or what, but 20 zeros is. Oh. Yes, these are carrier-based aircraft. We are going to have to be very, very careful. I am going to form up with a couple of these guys and send them back to the task force, because if these slip through, we're going to have something go after those instead. Hopefully our Wildcats can fend off this attack. This is a lot of Japanese planes. There we go, we've got one. We are dragging a ton of zeros with us. And increase speed. I wanted to fly them over the task force. I didn't want to drag any, actually. I just wanted to hold a couple back for the bombers. But it looks like we are dragging a bunch with us. We need to get Wasp moving maximum speed. I don't think they're coming after our carrier here. It looks like they're going after our 4 Wildcats. So we're going to keep stringing them along, because we are just pulling up behind these guys and shooting them down. There we go. That worked. And now go after that guy. Let's take a look. How close are these getting? Okay, we need to turn these around. Start going after the actual threat. Probably need more, actually, because these valves are... they can be quite deadly. I think these are the valves. Pretty sure. There we go, we got one. Need to chew these guys up. I don't think we've lost a plane yet. Doesn't look like it. That's a good thing. The other good thing is the dogfighting is happening over the task force now. So as long as we don't have any accidents where a plane crashes on our ships, that should be okay. But our planes are being supported by our ships in the dogfighting. I don't think friendly fire is an issue. There we go. That first wave is out. And we are really doing work on this Japanese air wing. They are trying to get to Wasp, it looks like. There we go. That one shot down. These two. We have another plane coming up. There we go. Wildcat got one. Both. Nice. And our Wildcats are making quick work of the Japanese air wing. This is fantastic. They have more way back there. Okay, it's just a set of 3. These rear gunners trying desperately to buy enough time to get to Wasp, and they get pretty close, but not close enough. One left. We have another Wildcat coming up. There we go. Down she goes. And I think we only have 3 more. The dogfight is still going on, but peeling some Wildcats off to take these guys on was definitely smart. Hopefully these guys are the closest they've gotten. One more. There we go. There we go. And our Wildcats are doing good work down here. Now our ships can really focus on the zeros over here. They are going to start going down really quick. Dogfighting over top of the convoy. And we are going to have to get some planes out and search for this aircraft carrier. This might be a full-size one. This was a massive air wing. The fight rages on. Unfortunately, we do lose one Wildcat, but they might only have one plane left. Trying to break away here. We have a bunch of Wildcats on this guy's 6, and that is it. I think that is it. I think that was the last Japanese plane. What a job from Wasp and her air group. Wow. Let's take a look at this after action report. 38 aircraft, all shot down, and we only lost 1, and we sent up 18. What a showing from Task Force 22 and USS Wasp. Now, we know, I don't know what direction they came from. I saw nothing in terms of like a scout plane flying overhead. I didn't see anything. So we are going to get some scouts up and see if we can't track these guys down. But we have, okay, so we have 2 Kingfishers up, and we have 3 B-17s coming down to scout for us as well. Let's see if we can pick these guys up and make a counter strike. And great news, Tarawa is under our control. We can launch aircraft from here in half an hour, a little over half an hour. And Tarawa is ready. Let's take a look at this level 3. We will have Catalinas, Mariners, and Wildcats. I don't know how many. I guess we need to get some engineering and fuel down here first. Let's get, we could get level 2 airfield here. But we are going to redirect Task Force 7 to Tarawa. They are carrying engineering and fuel that will really get us on our feet down here. And what a huge win for Allied Naval Command. There's something off that direction. Let's follow. Their aircraft carrier might be over there. I just realized we have no scouting with Task Force 13, which is a misplay on my part, but it's not like we could afford a light carrier or a light cruiser anyway to do any scouting for us. And it is dark, so we're going to miss out on tracking down this carrier. We're going to have Task Force 22 patrol around Tarawa while we wait for our supplies to get in. Task Force 13 is rushing to Guadalcanal and to Milne Bay. We are trying to get back in control of the Coral Sea. And I think that's where we're going to leave it off. We've been recording for a little over an hour. Had a couple good fights. A huge win against what I believe was a Japanese aircraft carrier. And we are starting to take control of the map. Not the map in its entirety, obviously, but we are starting to make moves. We have Wake, and we just secured a huge win at Tarawa. A level 3 airport that we aren't going to have to build is huge. It is well defended. 6,000 troops, almost 8,000 supply. Let's get some engineering and fuel down here, and we will be looking good with a level 3 airbase. I'd like to get a level 3 port eventually as well, so we can resupply there. That will be much easier to resupply our planes here, hopefully if it works, than having to go all the way back to Midway for our carriers. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, what are we on, episode 13, I believe, a baker's dozen so far. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I really appreciate it, and I enjoy talking to you guys so much. Anyway, with all that said, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.